I found a videotape that my brother and I put together many years ago when we were working together falling timber, and we put this tape together to send over to my dad. He lived at White Rock, and so anyway, we put this tape together just to send over to him, and it was just before Christmas, and from the sounds of it, it was just not long before my first granddaughter was born. And anyway, we put this tape together for him, and just to show him what it was like and say hi and whatnot. So we'll show you what we did.
Well, here we are, about an hour away from Gold River, falling on Masuk and having lunch and working with Paul, and you can see some of the area that we have to work in up top here. This is what we've got to look forward to when we finish all the cream down below. So this area there's a low spot there and then a low spot over there, and we can't hear each other when we're working, so we carry these two-way radios here, just two-way radios here, and we put it on our separate channel and carry it on your belt, clip it on here, and every 15 minutes I check in, for a safety check, make sure you're not, hurt or anything. So I think that's really progressive. The company's really progressive as far as safety goes. We were going to bring out a headset. You got a little microphone here, and you just talk into it, it's voice activated, and the signal carries back and forth. But they never had batteries for them this morning, but we're going to bring them out later. So it's kind of neat working together. We haven't done that in about 20 years, and that was back here in Gold River. And last week there, I put in for crummy driving every day, and the crummy driving turned up on my check, and Paul got ripped off, so I had to pay him back this week by letting him drive. I think Judy was madder than Paul. Yeah, so here we are at our lunch fire, just trying to warm up, We've seen a few flakes of snow already, so it's coming. Actually, we had a dump of snow here. It just sort of, most of it's gone already. So Phil's been staying at our house, and la-di-da. Actually, I'm the second partner already. He'd gone through one. One guy there, a snag about 10 inches round, came down, hit him right across the back and broke his back, and he's in Vancouver Hospital right now, paralyzed. It's kind of a terrible situation, but we've got to keep our eyes open around here. And we just thought we'd put a tape together and say hi to you guys, and it's getting close to the time when Shirley's having her baby, so Judy will be going over to stay with Shirley on the 10th, I think it is, in 3 weeks anyway. She's going over, and they'll be staying with Shirley until the baby's born and everything, and then we'll be grandparents, so that'll be okay. I can tell all kinds of bear stories now, things like that. And what else can I tell you? Well, you'll see things on the tape. There's more to come. So, catch you later.
Okay, here we go. This is back in 1994. Holy mackerel, that's about 17 years ago or more. So I'm working on this little snag. You can see right out past Friendly Cove. right out in Nootka Sound there, right out into the open ocean. We got a pretty good view from this patch we're working in. Most of the guys here in Gold River are using stills now, but back then we were mostly all using Husqvarnas. Got to be a little careful falling snags. And all this little stuff, it has to come down too. Now here's another snag. It's got a bit of a lean to it, this one here. Probably rotten in the middle. There it is. It's leaning so heavy that it's got my bar stuck. You can see the smoke coming off the tip. So I have to make a little small part of the undercut here, just a little short cut, just to take some pressure off. Something like this. It's not a very tall snag, but it's you still have to be careful with it. Keep an eye up there just to see if anything's coming loose or wiggling, and you got to see what you're doing too. So there you got to get a bit of an undercut in it. Check to see how clean the undercut is. Make a couple extra cuts there in the corner. There's still a bit of a Dutchman, but I think it's good enough to come down. Everything needs special care. You got to treat every single tree like it's something new, like something you've never seen before. You can't get into a pattern saying, okay, this one is the same as that one over there, and they're all the same, so now there's a pattern. You got to treat every single thing that you cut into as something new, because you never know. You never know what might go wrong. There might be a piece fly off of it, or a getaway trail might be plugged with something. Anyway, it broke away, and you can see that it peeled away a bunch of stuff off the front there. It was kind of rotten. And now time to make another getaway trail first. And this is kind of a small Husqvarna that I'm using. It really doesn't have that much power, but it's light and easy to pack around, and I always file the chain so it's a little bit hungry. And usually I don't dog in, because I take the rakers down a little bit farther than normal, so it's pretty hungry, and it binds up when it's like that. Most of the time I gotta hold it back away from the tree, and that kind of works like a shock absorber, and it doesn't bind up. But here I'm letting it get bound up, I guess. And down goes another one. And trainees, I tell them they gotta either, if they don't cut the slivers off, they gotta piss on them, because the rigging crew use them for toothpicks.